Who is one of the most ruthless, cunning people in all of human history? I want to share a story. It's been living rent-free in my head for weeks now, from the third law of the 48 laws of power: always conceal your intentions. There was a king in a land which is today somewhere around modern day Israel. And that king hated that so many people in his kingdom and the following regions around there were worshiping a god, a religion where the god in that religion was named Bard. Now, maybe he wanted them to worship him. Maybe he had his own religion he wanted to promote. Whatever the case might be, he had to get rid of this religion. Now, the problem was, if he just started outlawing the religion, if he destroyed their shrines and temples, if he started killing their leaders, that would cause, one, like animosity to build up against him, so you would have more people who hated him. But secondly, it would also turn the leaders he killed into martyrs, which would make people more devoted to that religion. If he outlawed it, people would start to go underground, be secret about it, hide that they truly do follow this religion, which would make it harder to find out who was actually a follower of that religion, because they wouldn't be public about it. They would go to other kingdoms. It would just be a huge mess and cause more problems than he wanted to deal with. So the idea he had was to conceal his intentions. He pretended to be the biggest supporter, the biggest fanatic follower of this god Bard. He said, you know what, in this god's honor, I'm going to hold a huge worship ceremony, a huge feast, and I want the biggest supporters, the leaders of this religion, to show up. And if you're not there, you can't say you're a real one. You're not really about it. You're not a real devoted follower to him. So we got this message spread out across his kingdom and the other kingdoms. And also, I should note, the shrine for the god was located in his kingdom. He said the feast and the ceremony is going to be there in that shrine. So word spread out. The biggest devoted followers, the people who had like mini shrines and temples across the land, they all showed up there. And this place was so packed, like you couldn't even like spread your arms. Everyone was glued together like an overpacked concert. All of these devoted followers of the religion. So the king then walks inside and he says, I see so many faces here. Is there anybody here who should be here, but they're not? To basically get the names of anybody who wasn't in that room, but was a high level leader. And like, no, everyone's here. Everybody's here. If there was one or two guys that like couldn't make it, maybe they were super sick, he got those guys' names. And then he said, okay, wait right here. I have a huge surprise. Then he went outside, and there was about 50 guards he had, soldiers. And he said, go inside that temple and kill everybody there. And he says for every, like, he either motivated them with gold, saying like for everyone you kill, you'll get 50 gold pieces. Or he said like for everyone that managed to survive and run away, I'll take the 50 gold pieces from you. Whatever the case might be, those 50 guards went in and they just mercilessly killed every single person in that shrine. The king then quickly demolished the shrine and turned it into a public lavatory, basically an outdoor bathroom, which it still is to this day. And basically, by doing that, he just destroyed this entire religion. And while this is quite cruel from, our modern day Western standards of human rights and freedom of religion, it was very effective. He managed to destroy an entire religion just by concealing his true intentions. He pretended to be the biggest devout follower, so everybody trusted him and came to him for this huge event that he hosted, not realizing that he really wanted to get rid of the religion. So I just had this story living in my head for so long, and I wanted to share it with you. I'm running through the 48 laws of power right now. I've read the book before, but I'm making a whole series on YouTube about it, where I basically break it down into an easier, summarized analysis version, and kind of give my thoughts on these laws based on my life experience. So that'll be coming out soon. There's a ton of laws to get through, so I'm maybe 8 deep into them right now, but that'll be out hopefully sooner rather than later. Anyway, wishing you the best, and conceal your true intentions if you want to get power. All right, love you, bro.